Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Evans. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, it's Evans. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, it's Evans. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with a former Buckeye, Mike Weber. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Express. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man. That's Landry. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Weber. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 9, check 9.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Right back to him on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Anderson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Evans. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, it's Evans. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Evans. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
General West. Wide, get wide. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's Weber. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
You're mine. Hey, Haywood.
Screen.
Hammy. Go Chief.
2nd and 5 now. Carr, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's put that team on the field. He's coming.
takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
6:37.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw his car. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Landry, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On second down, it's Weber. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A run for Weber. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Second and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch.
Express.
Switch. Hey.
Now they'll run it again with Penny.
Go, run.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Hey, tight.
Easy. Kill.
Go. Here we go. Mike,
Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Weber. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, we're good. You ready? You think you won't get this? Express.
check 13. Check 13.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
White Monday. Express.
You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. 94.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. But give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at a... About the 30-yard line.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Evans. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 35-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Switch!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Browns' 9-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Evans. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
93. Hey, Zoo. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Express.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert 3. Easy. Kill.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Penny. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. Trotty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Tight dog.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. He's back to throw. Screenplay, Anderson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put a whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Bengals, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch.